Hello, 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 hello. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. Good. Welcome to Mockflix. I'm Michael
It's going
Nearstead.
well. It's going well. Good.
It's
It's
going
going
good. It's
well.
going well.
Well.
Yeah, I'm Michael Nearstead, joined by Kevin Hotown. As always, we watch movies and, in this case, television shows that we critique while watching them on Netflix Instant.
I know. We were talking about this last week, but I've been excited for this week because one, it's a little out of the ordinary. Sorry, the bird is shrieking wildly in the other room. But it's a little out of the ordinary, and not only that, I've seen the first show we're doing, and of course we've discussed it many times. But I am really excited for Wings because I really remember this show making me laugh when I watched the pilot. So I've been excited to watch this. I'm going to close the door. So go ahead and talk to them.
Yeah, so we here at Mockflix love television pilots. I think it's fair to say. Television pilots are, most of the time, even for great shows, not great. There are some exceptions. The Breaking Bad pilot's fantastic. There's some other good ones. Silicon Valley had a pretty good pilot, actually, this past season. But a lot of times, like Game of Thrones is just a great show. Didn't have a very good pilot, I thought. It was probably the worst episode of Game of Thrones, debatably. So, Arrested Development, easily the worst episode, in my opinion, is the pilot. Even though it's still not that bad, but it's...
Yeah. I feel there's a lot of shows where you watch the show, and I feel like even though the show is really good, the pilot isn't that good, but then you think about it and you go, actually, this is one of the best pilots I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So the pilots are just bad. They're never good.
Yeah, and being someone who's written probably 6 or 7 pilots that never have gotten picked up, they are fucking hard to write. There's some tricks you can pull, but for the most part, you're always going to have this issue potentially of having just bombs of exposition all over the place. So either you have to like have a big switch in the pilot, like some big change happens, so that is like minimized, or like it makes sense that there's exposition, or you're just fucked and you just have people vomit exposition for about 15 minutes of the episode. Now, Kevin, have you been able to watch any pilots this season? It's been considered one of the worst pilot seasons in quite a long time by a number of critics, but I was curious if you've seen any of the shows.
I don't have cable, and so I really, unless I actively am seeking a show, I usually won't watch pretty much anything. I'm not a big TV guy, honestly. I mean, I love television shows when they're good, but I don't feel that most shows are worth getting into, even decent shows. I feel like a show has to be really good for me to be interested enough in it because it's such an investment. It's not like a movie. I'll watch a bad movie because it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I can't watch a bad show. It's just too much. It's too much for me.
See, that's why I like pilots, because, it sucks because basically if you watch a pilot and it's not bad, it's like, oh man, I gotta watch another episode of this and it could be a complete waste of time. But at the very least, it's always fun watching pilots, kind of in a mean way. So
the other big issue I have with TV is that sometimes great shows will have really bad arcs and you're stuck with it. It's like you're just stuck. You're like, I gotta watch, because there's always plot elements that are building up and stuff. So you're like, I gotta watch 8 episodes of these 2 idiots who I hate talking to each other until they're finished with their garbage, so we can move back to the show that I actually want to watch.
Yeah,
that happens a lot.
It's like the last 5 seasons of Oz out of 6.
5 seasons.
So, I actually did watch a pilot. I told you about it, Kevin, but just if anyone out there saw The Mysteries of Laura on NBC, I knew nothing about this show going in. I saw it was on television. I was like, I think this is a new show. I watched it. Holy fuck. You should go on Hulu and watch that show if you want to see a fucking dog shit pilot, because, oh, man, that was one of the worst I've seen in a few years.
Now, is that show
It's
an
a
hour
disaster.
or a half hour?
It's an hour. It's a
Oh, okay.
procedural drama that's a comedy too, and it is a fucking train wreck. The
Well, that's
characters
Bones,
so
right?
Bones, yeah, but sort of like a Bones is. I dislike Bones a lot. I've seen only one episode of it, but Bones is 1,000 times better than this show is. I mean, it is a fucking disaster.
You
But
know, one thing that I think is funny here, we've talked about it, but I don't know if we ever talked about it on Mockflix, is that I would say probably somewhere in the 80 to 90% range of my knowledge of modern, like current television is based around billboards I see because living in Los Angeles
yeah,
now,
they're up their own
people
ass a lot.
Well, no, no, it's not just that. I mean, living and Ryan will confirm this because he actually, funnily enough, when he was here with me the other week, he pointed it out too. He was like, "Wow," he's like, "I thought you were exaggerating with these billboards, but you're not. It's true." I'm like, "I know it is. The billboards here." There will not be a TV show that exists and you won't see a billboard for it. Doesn't happen. They will change billboards like after 3 days if it means a show is going to be on. That is another show is coming, and that
Oh,
show's on.
gotcha.
That show premiered. They're like, "Fuck that show! New billboard. Bring out the new show." And it's always like you can tell the quality of a show a lot of the time by the billboard. Like it's
Oh yeah,
almost
yeah.
amazing how bad some billboards are for these shows. Like you look at it like that looks like something I made in Photoshop when I was in 10th grade. Like it's that bad. Like it'll be like a radial blur background with like a gradient, like a low opacity gradient over it, and then just a giant picture of fucking Liam Neeson or whoever is on the whoever they got to be in the pilot of this already failed show. You know it's gonna fail. You can tell, but they're everywhere.
You gotta
You know
double
they're
down,
fucking
man.
everywhere.
And
It is amazing
I,
here.
I will say that Mystery of Laura show, they showed the pilot 2 nights in a row. I saw it on the next night too. I'm like, NBC, if this is what you're proud of, you're in as bad a shape as you've always been in. Fucking
The,
God. Like, that is not
the
good.
reason I mentioned that is you were actually talking about that show to me last night, and
Yeah.
that's what I said. I said, you know, I didn't see that. I forgot about it until you started mentioning it had Deborah Messing, and I was like, wait, you know what? I saw a billboard for that.
Yeah. So
Now,
it's like watching the show.
yeah, well, it's better
Yeah.
because I can look at a billboard for about 5 seconds and then I can just leave. I don't have to follow anything.
Yeah, I also saw the pilot. Not the pilot, but maybe the second or third episode. I saw the last 10 minutes of a show on Fox called Utopia. I'm sure you've seen some billboards for this.
I have, yeah. I don't know anything
Uh,
about it though.
it's a reality show where they have all sorts of people of different types. Of course, they're attractive though. On an island, and it's going to be a perpetual show that goes on forever, like the Truman Show or some shit. So it's like this super ambitious show, but it really isn't ambitious at all. It is the most trite reality TV show garbage. It's basically Temptation Island, just
It's like
with
really
like,
lazy.
yeah. But the best part of it was, like I said, I only saw the last 10 minutes of it, and the people were. I was like, wow, I don't know how anyone could watch this, but at the very end, they had a snippet of their theme song, and it was incredible. It was like Utopia. It was like, oh my god, what was that? Like it was like an '80s show. It was incredible.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, but we're not gonna be
So
watching those pilots. So
yeah, last thing I'll mention about billboards, so we can move into our show, is if you've never seen the billboard for the show Night Watch, go and look that shit up. That is one of the greatest. It is so indicative of the low quality, but too like it's one of those shows where it's like you can tell the show's going to be bad, but you can tell that it's not going to be boring because there's 800 things on the billboard at once. They're like, I don't even know what this is about. I have no
Night Court.
idea.
Sorry, someone I think thought you said
Night
Night Court.
Court, the billboard for
I
Night Court.
fucking hate Night Court. Some people really like Night Court. I hate it. I think it's so boring, not funny. The sets, that show has the worst sets of all time. Maybe like they look like season 1 Mr. Show sketch sets. Like
They're
that
bad.
courtroom.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Anyways, that show. By the way, that show for like a couple years was like a top 10 show, which is fucking mind blowing. Anyways,
So let's talk about Wings.
yeah. So if you never saw Wings, it was this show that like it was like the little engine that could. You know, like
It kept going. It just kept going.
Yeah, and it always almost got canceled. Like it was always this like mid-season replacement, and I kind of feel like it got saved by Frasier and Friends and those shows getting big because they had a night to be on with them.
Here's information about. Here's all you need to know about Wings. If you look up Wings in Google, it's second behind the band Wings, but the show ran for 7 years. But Wings the band still beats it. That's how you know how good Wings is.
All right. So I got a review here. This was not a critically well received show. This is a very much a maligned show when it came out, which also like made it even more baffling because it never really got that good of ratings. But it survived a little bit longer once it hit syndication. It did really, really well in syndication, especially on the USA Network. So this show ended up making a ton of money, but it never really had huge ratings. It's really odd. But there's a couple other shows that were like that in the late 80s, early 90s, like Married with Children was never a ratings hit, and it fucking was huge in syndication. So I do have this one review, though. I don't think this show ever received the credit it deserved. The cast is amazing. Roy is so good. And the storylines are witty and just pure fun. Every time I need a good chuckle, I watch one of the episodes. Any episode, doesn't matter. They are all excellent.
They are all okay.
So that's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to seeing Wings. By the way,
that guy picked Roy.
Yeah,
that was the character that he picked.
I know. He picked maybe the worst character in this show. Like,
he's terrible.
He sucks. Terrible. He's up there with like the old lady and fucking and fucking Lowell, who's actually a great actor, but whatever his name is, I can't remember his name.
Lowell is the most like one-sided, like totally flat-ass character.
But he was replaced with the way fucking worse character, that Spike guy or whatever. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that was like
man.
They were long past the point of no return with the Wings by the time that happened. Though that was like season 5 or something by that time.
Yeah, six or 7, I bet.
Yeah,
it wasn't very long with him.
Yeah, so let's rate the main actors on this show in order of how good of an actor they are. Thomas Hayden Church, number 1.
Yeah,
like, no doubt.
but that's not in this show though. Like if you were just judging him on this show.
Oh, in the show?
Yeah. See, because I think that's fair because Thomas Hayden Church was a nobody even after this show.
You could probably run down the cast list from top billing to
and just do billing, it that way.
Except you would have to put the girl Helen Crystal Bernard.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to put her like way further down. Like,
she's
to go,
bad.
Like, down like 5
She's
spots.
bad. And then you have to put Antonio, who's Tony Shalhoub, way up. He's actually maybe the best character in the show. Unfortunately, he's not in the pilot, and he's not in the first couple seasons. So
no, he came in later.
Yeah, so sorry. That makes the show even better.
So here's the one thing I'm going to say about this pilot that the reason I wanted to watch it so bad, because I think this pilot does it more than most pilots, but most pilots still do it a lot, and it's very indicative of terrible pilots, which is the show tries and completely fails to hide the exposition to get the show running. Because the reason pilots aren't good is because they need to set up a whole universe for you in like a half hour or an hour, depending on the length of the pilot. They need to set up a whole universe for you so that they can make the actual plot arc of the show start. So that means explaining the backstory of all these characters, but you have to do it organically. You can't just have characters tell each other their stories. That doesn't make sense. A character wouldn't tell his brother how much they used to hang out when they were in high school. They both remember. They both know already. So this show has to do it in a way that makes it natural, but also gives the audience that information. This show does not do that. They don't even try to do that. Yeah, no, they don't. They usually don't. But this show is the worst I've seen with that.
Okay, so I'm excited. By the way,
I'm really psyched.
I almost watched the second season's first episode because Netflix for some reason defaulted to season 2, and I didn't even know until a second ago. Looking at the label, and I did my test. So thank goodness, because that would have been a very confusing 20 minutes.
The problem, Mike, is that you watched all of season 1, so it goes to the next episode.
Someone did, right? Someone did. Someone watched the whole first season of Wings on my account, right? There's no other explanation.
Possible. That's very possible.
There's no other fucking explanation.
It was probably me.
It was probably you.
It was probably me. I don't know who it was, but it was probably me. Because back in Phoenix, when I was smoking a lot of pot, I watched Wings kind of often. Wings is very funny when you're high. It's not. I mean, it's not funny for the right reasons, but.
All right, so. Yeah, so that explains that, I guess. I've actually seen every episode of Wings debate. Maybe. I think I have.
You probably have. I mean, it's Wings.
It a lot.
Wings was pretty heavily syndicated. It's kind of hard.
I never liked it that much. It was just something.
No one did.
I watched it though every day after school. I didn't have a lot of friends in high school. Anyways, let's get started. Do you want to give a rundown?
Straight to Nantucket here. Okay, so here on Mockflix, we talk over things. Lord knows you're never going to want to watch Wings without us talking over it anyway, so I'm not even going to go through that, but make sure to put on your Netflix subtitles on the bottom of the Netflix player there, and make sure to sync up properly with Mike when he counts down. If you lose your sync place, we will have a timer at the bottom of the stream. Feel free to use your Netflix player to sync that up with the same time that we're on, and you'll be able to watch Wings with us.
Yay!
Yeah, congrats.
All right, so on 3, 2, 1, on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. We will start the high-flying pilot of Wings. Get it? Pun.
Yeah, because they're planes.
Yeah, so is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All right. All right, so let's do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, right into it. Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm drinking Dead Guy.
It's not bad. It's pretty good. I'm drinking Oak Creek Nut Brown Ale, and I realize it's good, but I don't want this kind of beer right now. It tastes like cluster cereal. Oh my god. Not a good start. I was just sleeping in here. I'm homeless. What's with the smoke? What, are they shooting that fucking Bon Jovi video in the background?
Yeah, I know, right?
No, you can't.
Nope. That's not... Nope.
Huh. What is going on?
This is the first 15 seconds.
What? That's the only way you could respond. I think Kevin froze in the best way possible.
The Wings. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. You had the best still for this music.
Oh,
so
really?
you're just like,
Timothy Daly, you may remember me from that bad Shining movie.
Yeah. Or Doctor, or what was it? Dr. Jekyll, Miss Hyde.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. We should watch that on Mockflix. That's a good movie.
So Wings takes place on Nantucket, at a small airport.
Mm-hmm.
Features two characters who are brothers, and a love interest, and they own an airport.
Oh man, I feel cozy. I feel cozy.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like a nice sweater. Now, you know,
People died.
I gotta say, you may watch this if you're a little younger and go, no airport looks like this. Let me tell you, airports used to look like this. This set's actually pretty accurate.
No, it's accurate.
Yeah. They did a good job on this set.
This is long before TSA.
And it may also be super confusing that there isn't, you know, American and Continental. Well, that's because back in the early 90s and late 80s, there were actually other airlines. So they were learning things from the show.
Back in the day.
I think he gave up on that line before he finished it.
He gave up on it before he started it, man.
I'm the big player, you're the little one.
Ooh.
And hold the echo.
Ha! She got him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes of this. Do you remember that one time in the 1980s when I told you about that thing with my dad?
She just threw the fucking plate at that woman. Don't.
She's an airport server.
Yeah.
And also give my plate back. You didn't?
It's kind of amazing.
That's for airport use only, lady.
Yeah, another thing you may be wondering is, where are all the overweight TSA people? Well, before 9/11, there wasn't such thing as a TSA. And people could buy tickets with cash and walk on a plane with nothing. They could just they could give cash and just walk on a plane.
That is correct.
Yeah, crazy times. People would pay other people with fucking plane tickets. Like it's some weird ass barter system. You have a name on it.
I actually believe that.
With burgers? Major.
He sure does.
That Jane Who line was so bad. He's just like, Jane Who.
Hi, my name is Not Bro.
Do you think Steven Weber was the most successful of anyone in this show? He's been in the most stuff.
I would say so, yeah.
And see, he was in a terrible remake of The Kingdom.
Yes, he was. I remember.
Oh, that's a bummer. They originally wanted Dave Coulier.
That makes sense. Is that true?
No, I made a joke.
I would believe that because
Yes.
he acts just like Dave Coulier in this show.
Yeah.
You can almost see him in the role.
Mm-hmm.
Is this plane made of wood?
No, no planes are made out of.
No, it's not.
Why are you yelling?
Yeah, I know. Hey, we can all hear you. We're trying to wait for our plane. Oh, that Lowell. They're doing it again! That's Lowell Mathers. His family's lived on this island for 5 generations. Also, he's a Pisces. Ha ha.
I almost laughed.
That's a timely joke.
This is Tom. He worked in the coal mine till they closed it down. That's great, Professor Kisk.
She's like a baby love interest. Yeah, that's gross. That is a gross ass thing to say.
Whoa, okay.
That was a reaction shot. Okay. Isn't it weird how we're talking?
You can see the set. You can see the end of the set on the top. Do you see that shot?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Best line in the pilot so far, I think. Isn't it weird how they were talking about his brother at the beginning of the episode, and 5 minutes later he showed up on a plane?
Well, yeah, because there was a change. The big change is this thing, this box. What they were rich in was that they have each other. Yeah,
they're brothers.
Brotherly love. They're rich because they run a regional airline.
Yeah, totally.
With one plane. Got a question for you, Kevin. Would you ever fly on a regional airline with one plane?
No, I would not.
I wouldn't either.
But you know what? There are people who would. There are people. Maybe not now.
Yeah.
But back then.
Maybe back then. Hey, they can't say they have a perfect 100% safety record because if they didn't, they'd go out of business.
Well,
So
we know they didn't because someone got caught in the propeller just this morning.
Yeah.
And he still has people flying on the plane. Also, he had a flight going out in 7 minutes.
Carol did not accept your collect call. Just talking nothing. Hilarious.
Ah, that got him.
That cutaway, that's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like, did it?
They're trying to maximize their time that they have to tell backstory, you see. Shut up, Lowell. Starting? This is feeling like a big waste of 22 minutes here.
Yeah, I feel like for the last 14 minutes I've been wasting my time. That bass line, boom.
Yeah, that was a Saved by the Bell style. Would you fly on a plane that was tilting back and forth like a fucking boat? It's like on the ocean waves here. Also makes me hungry.
I was going to say a word similar.
For the next 7 years, we've got our jobs.
Why would he say that line? It makes so...
Yeah, say that in front of a fucking client on your plane. I'm trying to never fly again, you see?
I don't remember any of this. What the...
You're one of the smartest people. You're just a genius. Make some more boob jokes, why don't ya?
You ate 50 hard-boiled eggs in an hour. You were gifted. You had to tell me the fucking movie. I didn't know the name of the movie. Oh, I thought you were talking about the best little whorehouse in Texas.
I think you should probably answer your radio because you're going to get a felony. You're gonna go to jail. And I'm also an idiot. Okay, now, yes, okay.
And they crashed into another plane. Oof. She sounded like Haley Joel Osment.
Here it comes. Oh.
Yeah, that's a good point. The mattress tag joke has been used in about 80 million shows.
Yeah. Are you wondering if we see Carol later in the series? Yes, we do.
We do? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, she's shitty. She's like really evil, basically.
Is
Which
she
makes
the
no
redhead?
sense. No. That's the girl that replaced Helen when she left the show.
Oh. Huh.
No, Carol is a...
I didn't know Helen left the show like permanently at any point.
She came back for I think like the last episode or something. But yeah, she left. She left.
Because she was just had such a high flying career.
I kind of thought maybe if we found the safe with all this stuff, it would just have all the backstory written in it, and we could read it instead of saying it out loud. It'd be a lot easier. Make it faster, guys. I'm still really hungry though.
That's a weird apology. It's like, if you feel like me, then I feel sorry for me. Who's he talking to?
And he wears baggy ass khakis for no reason.
Like his jokes so much.
Were you talking to the camera? He was just talking to the camera. We never have done a locker check in the last 8 billion years of this company.
Oh, they both yell lol. He doesn't even know lol.
Yeah, I know. He met him today. Gotcha.
Elaborate.
How long ago did this guy do that? Like decades ago he set up snakes?
Oh, Gib. It's unfortunate that Gib was a pedophile.
We're together and we're both smiling. I can't believe it.
I did it.
Oh, no. Or maybe he absolutely was an asshole instead. Maybe he wasn't crazy. Maybe he was just a horrible, mean person who wanted you to think you were rich and then find out you were not.
I think you're right.
That could be it.
Yeah, right.
Don't show us the picture or nothing. Nope. Don't need to see it. Keep talking about the picture that you're staring at. Oh, there's the picture. She's not even in the picture.
No, there's that thing in the background.
And that's it. So that's Wings. There's a reason most of you have never seen it, because it's Wings.
Oh, just jump in the next episode. No, thank you. Wings. So how would you rate that pilot?
The other girl was on the show, I think, with Helen for a short time. I think she was kind of like, it was like they eased her in, I think. I could be wrong, but if I remember, they were together for a little bit. Yeah, so that lasted 8 seasons, yep.
Yeah, and it did get a lot better than that, but it was not that much.
Okay, let's not go overboard here. Yeah. It got better. I wouldn't say it got a lot better. That's a little...
You're right.
So, it didn't get that much better.
So that pilot was like a 3.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
By the way, that pilot was way better than that one I saw the other night, so just let that sink into your fucking head.
That pilot, the thing about this pilot is, there are certain ones you watch and you're like, I'm not surprised it's that bad. I'm surprised it got a show. Like, how did they sell that pilot? Like, a network went, all right, give me 20 more of that. Give me 20 more of that garbage that you just gave me. Just give it to me. I'll just put it on TV.
That show was fucking better than Empty Nest. And Empty Nest was on for like 4 or 5 years, too. That show was unwatchable. There were so many bad pilots. Do you remember Capital Critters? Like, dude, there were a lot of bad pilots.
I'm not saying Wings is the worst show. Wings is just a bad show. It's not a particularly bad show. It's just a bad show. But that pilot is a really bad pilot. It's
a great pilot to show the problems with pilots as well.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah,
there's totally at least 5 distinct times in that episode where people spout about someone else's past that has nothing to do with them or the situation, just so that they can. Oh, hi. You just show up. Showing up out of nowhere.
Showing up out of nowhere.
No, I heard you.
You gonna watch some Bones?
Do you want to watch Bones with us?
I want to look for jobs and glance at Bones with you.
Or you can just watch Bones with us.
Who needs jobs when you got Bones? That's the tagline. That's the tagline for the series. Who needs jobs when you got Bones?
Pittsburgh is the star.
The Bones we are watching is the more recent, or I don't know which one is more recent.
It's Emily Deschanel. It's not the one with Zach Wilde. That's
the less recent.
That sounds
the
fucking
Bones
great.
We're watching is the one with the girl tickling the girl herself with people's bones, which is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. And that idiot is scratching his head with a skeleton hand. This show premiered in 2005. And it so far has lasted 9 seasons, but it's still going.
It's a very successful show.
Yeah, it's done very well.
Very, very successful. Very successful syndicated. Is very successful. I know lots of people that really, really like this show.
Really? I don't know anyone.
I know quite a few people. I even know people that are somewhat tied to acting and film that like it.
Sometimes I forget.
No.
Sometimes I forget that I live in LA and like I will say the one thing about LA is that the sensibilities for television, especially movies too, but especially television, are different. There aren't people here who like shows like Bones because they're the same stupid shit like every week. They hate that. People here hate that.
They hate House.
People, yeah, House. No, they hate House. They hate it. They hate. That really, people here are really, they have good taste generally, I would say. Even dumb people here kind of have good taste. because there's so much TV here, no one
Yeah.
attaches to anything that is like not good.
People who think that immigrants cause all the problems in the world still don't like House here.
True. You know, like no one likes House here.
Well, this show just starts right up too. Damn it! I was just trying to cue it up. It's like doom 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 doom. Just like
Well, the
fucking-
problem is it went to season 3, episode 4, because that's where he's at.
That's where I'm at, right? No, I'm not. Yeah, I've seen one episode of this show, but I think we should read a review real fast.
You saw one episode with me.
Yeah.
And actually,
Our
it wasn't
friends.
just us. We had a lot of our friends together.
And one
I
of our
believe
friends
we
really
were-
liked the show, and then we were really crapping on it, and she got frustrated with us, which I
Was there
understand.
a,
We're being kind of mean.
Is there a running theme here that we were somehow under the influence of drugs or alcohol, or like all of these shows that
Wait.
were?
Is there another pair of headphones, or would that mess it up?
Huh? This is fair right here.
I would love to watch this with you instead of...
Well, Kobe Bryant, that's why we're leaving Last Man Standing to the last, because I think it's going to be the best one.
I have never seen Last
I
Man.
haven't seen it. I've never seen the show once, so I'm excited. But I got a good review here. Excellent procedural drama with humor. Already lost me. That's not possible.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
But let me reread it. Excellent procedural drama with humor, intrigue, plot twists, and intelligence. Crisp and fast-paced and not too insulting to the intelligence. Great ensemble cast gives it rewatch value. Later seasons starting to get a bit more soapy and domesticated due to the growing relationships of the cast members, but doesn't get in the way of the weekly plots too much. Yet.
See, the plots, it's fine, mostly. You just gotta be careful.
I love this person is this is Bizarro Michael, because what he is saying and he or she is saying in their review is that they don't want anything serialized in the show. They want it to be like the second the episode ends, the people just reset, like their brains turn off, and then
You're a lot like me. You don't like Monster of the Week stuff.
Oh, I hate it.
And I'm not a fan of that either. I feel that it's usually just weak writing. Yeah, these are backwards.
That doesn't matter. Oh man, Emily Deschanel's coming out on the right channel.
These are high-end headphones. They're shaped to the head.
The difference is so pronounced.
Okay.
They're shaped to your head in a certain way.
Mine
They're
are probably
supposed to
not
go
on the right way either. Like, I don't know.
She doesn't know how
on
to
upside down. Who knows? But
I just know how to eat pesto.
I think the problem with Monster of the Week shows, and I was talking about this with someone at work, is usually the main cast is fine. They're like totally okay actors. And then there's a Monster of the Week. So every week they have to give really the most dynamic role to a new actor every week.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes those actors aren't very good.
That's
And
actually,
that's a huge
this is one
problem.
of my biggest problems with the X-Files, is I feel like the show had elements that I liked, but the problem is most of these Monster of the Week episodes completely acted like there was no plot progression in the other episodes.
Well, that's what this person wants.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that
The audience wants.
so inconsistent, because there would be something that they would resolve in 1 hour, but in that hour they acted like nothing else had ever happened in the show.
Yeah, it was a
Because
huge problem.
they couldn't make it work. Yeah, it's completely doesn't work at all. So a show kind of, I feel like, has to be one or the other. But a lot of shows aren't anyway. They just do it, and no one seems to care, I guess.
Yeah.
But it
For
bothers
people
me.
who live in LA.
It bothers me. Anyway, I think we should watch some Bones.
Yeah, because this is like 44 minutes. Goodness. Okay. So let's do this. So on 3, 2, 1, on go, we are going to start our time, as someone said, in the bone zone. So let's get boning.
In the Bone Zone. Okay.
So
Let's
let's
do it.
let's get to boning. All right. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Another plane! Another plane! Damn it! Wings, bones, they're all the same.
Did you watch Wings?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
I don't think that's what happens when the board breaks. Usually it just shows a Windows XP.
Why are you telling random people? Why are you talking? There's people who work here who can help you.
There you go.
Sorry, I was thinking about bones. What? Oh my god.
He's still staring.
That slow zoom hug exit.
Yeah. This station L doesn't have enough quirk for me. 1 star!
Why is this woman wearing a negligee under her business
for that
attire?
I mean, think what smoothness she did that with. She's done that before.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay, so...
This is not how
What
people would react.
fuck?
This is not how people would react.
No.
Here, it's got 5 bombs in it. Jeez, what's your problem?
He would not do that.
That is not how you would carry that.
Yeah, you just carry a skull in your bag loosely, not sterilized or anything.
Where's my skull?
You know who has snappy dialogue? Homeland Security.
Step in the next line at the DMV, sweetheart.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Take a little
Go
break.
for it. You won't miss anything.
You didn't assault a Homeland Security agent. He grabbed you without telling you that he was a fucking authority figure.
Why do you have a book?
They were getting her. They were going to get her. They weren't trying to get her bag. Yes? Was it not obvious?
What?
Yep.
What the fuck? Whatever. Just reading the subtitles, I'm like, well, okay.
Look. I will not deal with this kind of treatment.
Well, these are some dynamic ass subtitles. It's like showed it like a different height.
Yeah, I know. They're moving all over the place.
It's like I'm playing Heavy Rain on subtitles. Crazy. Blah, 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 blah.
You're not the only forensic anthropologist.
You're not the only Starbucks barista in town. That wouldn't have worked as well.
Like, that, technically that's correct. I'm not.
He gives her an olive branch. No, literally, I got this for you. It's fucking weird.
Your character traits are in opposition to my character traits.
I know this soldier, I know that soldier, but I don't know that one over there. Uh, who would kill someone near a cemetery? That seems a little weird. You don't hear about people doing that a lot.
Only one person has pulled open her blouse to show her negligee so far. Like we're missing out.
Why was that guy in full Marine uniform over there? Did you see that guy?
He was a jag. He was a jag. Jag.
He's a jag.
Yeah, jag. I guess. Nice shades.
I
He's trying to look like Bono or something.
guess so.
Not well though.
One way you can look like Bono is if you're on my iPod right now.
Did you know that if you sign up the form on Apple.com, Bono will come to your house and delete the thing off your iPod himself?
Why haven't they removed this body from the water?
Well, they wanted to wait for her.
Those look like those may be bones.
They didn't remove them from the water, and also these people don't have intense amounts of...
Why is she disturbed by this?
She
just talked about
her job.
Homeland Security grabbing her at the airport did not concern her nearly as much as there's a dead person in a bag.
She's a forensic anthropologist, right?
Yes.
She would never be bothered.
She'd be like, yeah, that's a crime scene, all right.
How cool is
Who
this
wants a
opening?
sandwich? I'm hungry.
Yeah, you separate emotions from the job, or you can't do the job. That's so stupid.
So cool.
People who work as coroners and stuff are great because, like, they'll be looking at dead stuff and, like, eating a sub. They don't care.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, that one went out of the back of his skull cavity. Oh, that's a good Subway with $5 footlong.
Well, that's like Ellie's story when she worked at the fire department where the guy died in a hot tub and then sat in the summer for a whole week in it. And basically his body disintegrated, and the cop came in, walked in, eating something. He goes, "Looks like a bowl of hot soup," and like people like were so pissed at him for that show.
That is
like
awesome.
not giving a shit at all.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Look at this lighting; they have balloons up. Just show them. Just show our lighting kit. Who gives a fuck?
You know,
The cops didn't bring proper lights, so they just used that car's headlights across the pond there to fill the scene.
What was I gonna say? A close family friend was a doctor. She did like surgery with your nerves, and her favorite show is The OC.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's something wrong here.
OC.
That would be kick-ass, though, to be a pathologist and have the FBI working with you as opposed to against you constantly.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice.
I'm
trying to fit as many lines as I can into things as fast as I can.
He sounds like a pimp. I'm gonna loan you out when I want to. It's like,
yeah.
That's another thing, Minifu. Don't you guys hate it when they explain like normal things in these shows, like procedural dramas?
They have to tell idiots how
this is how I'm cutting this
system works. Yeah.
It's like,
go polish a bone.
I will. Just give me back my penthouse.
do you want me to flash my negligee?
Yeah, the guy.
What?
That guy's a regular.
Clearly not a graduate of Juilliard here.
That guy is a regular on this show.
Is he?
He was in the opening, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That guy was terrible.
Yeah, that was not good.
It was awful. Oh, my God.
Shamalama ding dong. He had a little bit of hoo ha and a little bop 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 bop. Who cares? Boom 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 boom.
She knows the scientific term for frog bones.
She would if she studied bones.
Yeah, that's true. She is a bonologist.
I mean...
Also, frogs are like the first thing you learn because you saw Jurassic Park and you know, like, frog DNA. So you gotta...
I only know dino DNA, thank you.
Yeah.
So do these people talk like Gilmore Girls or what? Because everyone has
Yes, they
dialogue.
do.
Snappy, 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 all the time.
All of these people should be marketers.
Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. They all just glare at them. Oh, what was I saying? It's like...
You ruined the rhythm!
They just throw the bones away.
They should
Bones
have
are
a
worth
guy in
nothing.
the. They should have a guy in the corner just banging a bongo to a 4/4 beat to keep them off.
Rock, easy. Easy rock.
Wait, whoa. There's some great things going right now. Listen to the song they're playing. They're playing Alive.
And this takes them...
Get it? Get it?
This takes
Oh,
them...
no, it's
slow.
Collide. It's Collide, sorry.
So I want to see how fast she is able
So
to
she's
do this.
colliding
because
bones
it takes
together.
months and months and months for people
This is
to
like a
do
Puzz
this.
3D. I did Notre Dame. It was sick.
I did the Empire State Building. I did that one.
Gotta love. Use Elmer's glue on my bones. Totally would use white glue that kids use in elementary school.
Yeah. You used to at least use some Gorilla Glue.
Now this is how a face...
Gluing a
this is how
skull
a face
together
looks.
with Elmer's glue. That was really fast, lady. You're great at bones.
Wow, hon, you cut down like what, 5 months out of that?
Yeah.
5
about
months?
that, roughly.
Is this after you did the DNA check to make sure all the bones
Oh,
were in
it's
the
so
same
tiring putting that skull.
in a night? She did
Yeah,
it
she
in
did
a
it at
night.
night. She did it in one night. Whoa.
She also drilled holes to make a nice cigarette holder. See?
Now I can finally do my Shakespeare.
You can put my skull together. Trust you with my cranium. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Glad I stayed for the montage and now go to the bathroom during dialogue.
Oh, I can't wait to hear how they figure out her favorite sport. Wait, I thought they weren't
We
supposed
won't
to
be
work
fucking
together.
anytime soon.
Yeah. No, it's not till like season 6 or something, probably. Uh-oh. Someone figured out she deboned. She figured out the bones.
What the fuck is going on?
It's just the guy. And then they're gonna have a hilarious misunderstanding.
Where she hits him in the face? Please.
Yeah, and then he has to put she has to put her face back
His
together.
face back together.
Jesus.
And I hit you with baseball bats. That's perfect for a procedural drama. They never have any emotion, so yes, this is perfect.
This guy is... That is the boldest booty call I've ever seen. It would never work.
He showed up in her apartment?
Yeah, for sex.
Yeah, that's probably
And
not
for
the
television,
best way.
but really for sex. He was just using it as a cover. Patent pending. Can't wait.
These people dress pretty well for forensic pathologists
Yeah, they
or whatever the
do.
fuck they're supposed to be.
Wow, you built this on your own, huh? Wow, that's really impressive.
I built a space hologram here. If you want to see it.
I took an old arcade machine. It was called Sega Time Traveler, and I put it in, and I made this skull thing.
I just want to warn you, many Bothans died for this information.
Stop touching my thing.
And that is not what would happen to a hologram if you stuck your hand in it, but whatever. Who
Nope.
gives a shit?
How does light work? Nope, not like that. Good one.
It's hilarious.
So she doesn't know about.
Oh, there you go. It's the woman from Scandal. No.
We're gonna need some more glue.
Actually, is that Rosario Dawson? Looks sort of like her too.
A little bit.
Wow.
This
Wouldn't it be
machine.
amazing?
That guy knows her by name, and this machine can just put not just the facial structure. It can literally just put her face. It's like, this is her.
Yeah.
We know.
Fortunately, she wasn't fat, because if she was, they really wouldn't know what she looked like.
Based on her skull with no cartilage or anything, they know what her ears, her nose, it all looks like her eyes, all looks just like that. That's what it looks like.
Wow. And yeah, that program ran really fast. It was
Yeah, it did. It wasn't rendering for 8 years.
It takes me 30 seconds to load the new Wasteland game. This thing fucking popped her face up instantly.
This is 2005 too. Remember that as well.
It's got an i7 quad core. That's why.
It was running a Celeron D.
Celeron D.
It's 2005, man. 2005.
It's true. That'd be out of core 2.
I understand why they like shooting in this area, though. It's real pretty. You know, like, they're like, yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's beautiful.
But why are they walking there?
Why is she skipping?
Yeah.
And why are all these forensic pathologists so feminine? I mean, normally...
I don't want to be a dead duck. I want to be a dead pigeon.
I only do that on my terms. That was bad ADR right there.
That was awful.
You're ignoring how bad the scene was in general.
Oh, no, I said that. Why are they walking in that lawn? Like,
That's where they hang out.
They're just hanging out on the lawn. They're having a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a murderer.
Wow, nice headshot.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that picture, but whatever.
That's a headshot. That is not a picture.
That's actually...
It's
That's
true,
actually
but it's so
pretty smart.
shitty.
That's the power of bureaucracy right there.
But that's smart. Why wouldn't you wait?
Oh, that's true.
You should wait. It's just shitty how, like, he's just like, well, he doesn't have, like, any empathy. He doesn't think about, like, well, what if it was my kid? Maybe I would want to know.
None of
That's
these
true.
people should have empathy.
But that's what sucks about all these procedural dramas, too. And you were kind of, you both kind of said this earlier, which is people on crime scenes, they make jokes, they try to lighten it up because it's super traumatic. And sometimes they really react to it. They have a hard time with it. But in this show, they just act like they're, like, fake morose about everything. Like, it's just like, she got hit.
Generally, the tone on the crime scenes in this show is the same tone everyone has in a Waffle House at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That's how they all act. It's
is your corned beef hash okay? It looks like it was a little old, a little crunchy. Oh yes, it definitely It definitely looks that way. Yes.
Looks like a big bowl of soup.
What is the lighting in this room?
I don't know.
I know they're trying to make it look like real lighting, but it looks insane. And she's lit fine. It's just like, you're garbage.
Sorry, my overhead lights are out, so I shined a giant spotlight through my blinds. You are the odd couple. Haven't seen that in a show before.
Her bones suck. That's what my conclusion is. She has shitty bones. Oh, it is basically tennis elbow. Who said tennis elbow earlier? Someone said tennis elbow, and she's holding a tennis racket. Now it's a double murder.
You can prove paternity after 2 years?
Well, yeah, because there's fetal bones.
The bones.
Huh.
I don't know how they would have stayed in her body, but whatever.
No. The angle and size of the hips can determine whether someone has had a kid also.
Right, but they figured it out from the fetal bones. They showed like a fetal ear.
Oh yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they would have just floated away through the chicken wire.
Yeah.
Probably, at least. Maybe. I mean, I guess it could have stayed. You know, it really costs a lot of money to run this thing. Can you please... You really need to be conserving running this machine.
You're really using a lot of power right now. Oh my god.
Were you trying to be like in layman's terms because you made it sound more insane?
If you want, I'll flash my tits at you.
Yeah, you're so weird liking bones. I just flash myself and call alcohol glug glug like I'm fucking the main character in Clockwork Orange. What the fuck are you talking about?
So what's with your boyfriend? Does he like the old in out, in out?
You know, I want someone to
remake... That was a great story.
Yeah. I want someone to remake Sister Sister, but with Emily and Zooey Deschanel.
You're a terrible pathologist, honey.
You just call it hipster hipster.
Hipster hipster.
You're adding way too much emotion to this girl. Oh my god.
This show does have a soundtrack that is dog shit, I agree. It doesn't fit like anything. Doesn't. It's awful. Nope, not from someone who flashes tits at people.
Prank the Bitcoin mining rig hologram. That thing would generate some Bitcoins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like you really have some great advice to give.
I'm sure you do, based on the 15 lines of dialogue you've had so far in this show.
And seen your tits.
I love that shot. Every show has that shot.
Yeah, has to.
It should just say, like, in big letters. It should say...
Hi, I'm Jim McGovernor.
U.S.
Look at this suit. He's the suitiest suit. They did such a great job with this. This casting is so... It's so real that it's fake. The guy looks too...
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Nope. Great.
You're holding it with your fingers! You're holding it with your fingers!
Yeah, and now that's considered to be completely ruined there. Yeah, okay. and she was quickly charged with felony assault.
Yeah. My God.
The end.
This is the most confusing
here we go.
pilot.
Bones. Yeah, what?
You need a whole unit for this case? That seems kind of crazy.
Me too.
I love how they always call her Bones. It's so stupid.
Well, that's just him, right?
Yeah, probably, but still,
It's his nickname.
How do you know what?
This, yeah, mm-hmm.
I guess there was pictures with her of that, so he's gonna leave that in his house, huh?
These dialogue
What?
scenes of them. What?
He's FBI. He could do it.
Also, why would somebody be stalking her? She
No,
wasn't
you
like a
can't-
celebrity.
You know how all of this would have been avoided if she just let the senator walk away and then walked back and got his toothpick or whatever?
Yes. Also, I think if you're gonna search a place, you should turn on the lights.
Probably more effective, yeah. Oh my god. That line.
You're really not helping.
That does not, yeah, no.
Dude, you.
Now I'm going to stalk you.
I
I like you too. You're
I'm a-
good with bones.
know! I'm a compassionate
Oh.
person, and I think that you could be my next future wife.
Yep, next future wife.
Please stop showing this thing.
I know. They're really
you
proud.
better- What? No, no, no. What? Oh my
Run,
God.
run, animatrix simulation. Oh man, this is great. Magic machine makes hammer smash.
Oh my god.
Hammer time.
Oh my god.
That
It even has the other person like point with the hammer. They formed them into thing.
But then they censored it. At that
Yeah.
point, they're like, no,
That
this
is
is
sad.
too real.
She doesn't want to see a crushed skull. She doesn't like stuff. Oh wait, that's right. She stares at bones all day. Oh, you can show it then.
Stop leading.
I
you
love-
stupid fucking shit.
I love that their theory is basically the most tinfoil hat ass conspiracy
Yeah,
theory.
it's like, nah,
First.
yeah.
That's their first theory. They go, obviously, person put tons of evidence all over the place to try to distract us.
Jonathan
There was thermite.
Thomas.
There was thermite in the building. There was thermite. It could have
Jonathan
burned
Taylor
that
Thomas has some great theories about this. Let's go to him. I think we should power up the lawnmower.
Do you want to fuck on this table?
Patent pending.
Show bones.
Stop expositioning, please.
I love the bones. These are our favorite bones. The Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
This was the pelvis from someone who was raped. I don't remember her name, but man, this pelvis is nice. And this one actually wasn't from any murder scene. I just found it. It's like, oh, she knows how to handle a gun too. How bones fragile. Fragile bones.
Yeah, and then I wrote a full dossier on you in crayon.
God, this is so much fun.
This guy's worse at shooting than the forensic boneologist, whatever the fuck she's called.
Why are you so close to my... Oh, yeah, we're on camera.
Yeah, totally. It's totally true. They would be like 5 feet away from each other,
Yeah,
but instead they're right. Oh, Laurier's crazy.
Are we going to sleep together, or are you just going to drag this out for 5 seasons?
Spoiler alert, as of season like 7 or something, they're now married. Just letting you know.
Yeah. And they have, I think they maybe had a kid at some point too. I remember seeing like really stupid commercials for it.
Well, yeah, but the kid's made of bones, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah. It's a little skeleton boy.
Little skeleton boy.
Can you imagine if you saw 2 people acting like this? You'd be like, guys, I just want to sit you down and explain to you how your business works. And please give yourself some personal space.
Will you get out of my face?
Are you...
Two in the eye. He had to shoot. He had to blow his load.
The most unnecessary.
No,
Oh
it's
my
symbolic. He needed to blow his load. He had the tension.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's literally what it was. Wow. That is so funny. Oh, I'm fucking dying here.
Why are you watching home videos?
There's gonna be a clue in there.
That's how David Boreanaz gets off. He watches graduation videos.
That's right. It's David Boreanaz. I forgot it was him from Angel, right?
Yeah, it's David Boreanaz.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, sexy.
She
Man, I
has
bet
straight
she's gonna get a master's.
If she wasn't dead.
Are you trying to drag your emotions into the ground? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, professional fucking FBI people do not watch like home videos of their dead victims and like feel sad. Like they're going, oh no. Well, it's a good thing we're not actual partners. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we could be life partners in about 4, 5, 6 seasons.
What's with this phrase killing?
But you're wrong.
Do it for her. You already showed that clip. I didn't know VHS videos could have animated GIFs in them.
Can we watch Wings instead?
Yeah, I know, right? Just repeated. He set it on A/B repeat on his DVD player, so you can see the same shot over and over.
There's no beer back in.
He cut this through Video Toaster.
According to these shows, I think.
This guy. What?
Oh no.
He couldn't read it himself.
Honestly, according to these shows, I think the most dangerous thing you could ever do is have sex with a politician. It's like the worst thing you could ever do, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You'll die every time.
It's true.
If you're in a procedural drama, you will always die. Don't fuck a senator.
In a procedural drama. In your real life, it could take your career to the next level.
Yes.
It depends on how good you are.
In your career, at fucking.
No, fucking.
Yeah, that's true. I knew it!
That's so stupid.
That's retarded that he did that.
They planted this sledgehammer. Sir, we found the killing floor.
He just shouts it out.
No diatomaceous earth.
All we got is 2.
All we got is a canceled spin-off.
2 out of 3 is bad.
Are you guys... Why are you talking about this?
Also, do they live in a biodome?
Yeah, where
Where
the fuck are they? They hang out in the Arboretum every night?
Also, why would he keep the fucking hammer? Why would he fucking keep it? Man, this is a good hammer. I've put some studs in with this son of a bitch. I'm not getting rid of it.
I don't know, man. They could smash a skull. It could smash a rock pretty good. We got a lot of rocks sitting around. Just smash some rocks.
This is a house moment. They're housing.
Oh, no.
They're housing.
This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. He smashed the rock for fish filters.
I love how they're drinking out of fucking Erlenmeyer flask, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Out of like adjusted
this is happening.
beakers.
He just housed. That was a housing thing.
Yeah.
Fish.
I am gonna change his filter. Stop! You can't destroy evidence. That is illegal.
But you can't invade a crime scene.
Yeah, totally. Actually, you're not working with the FBI.
What the fuck? You can't do that!
That's probably slightly illegal.
Yeah.
How did this guy know?
Oh my god.
I like the bones.
But I like Cleo too. I got so much love. I got so much love to give.
It's like, stop swinging the gun around, please. Are you?
Yeah, I know, right? You're so skilled at shooting, but you know not don't know not to swing a gun crazily.
Wow, it's weird. The guy with the shady headshot was the bad guy. God, wow.
You know, I must say, much more surprised Wings got a show with that pilot than this one, though. This is not surprising at all, because this show...
No, people like these types of shows.
Yep. It's all stupid. There's like this slight amount of character development, just enough.
Wait.
To keep things going.
And then it just jumps around with these like...
They showed up at her funeral? What
that's
the
a little,
fuck?
That is a little unorthodox, I would say.
That is totally unprofessional.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What? But it's a pretty shot.
I did it for Cleo, man. Did it for Cleo.
Your readings always suck, but it's okay.
Throws a fish tank into the coffin. What is this? Thanks a lot, JTT. Really ruined my mood.
I can't listen to you, God, man. Sorry.
With a bullet, get it? Because she shot one.
What is going on?
Yeah,
nothing.
I don't understand.
This episode, this pilot is over, but they need to establish that they're still going to be partners after
But
this.
now she's an author.
Yeah, of course. She boned.
Now look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
Chloe, I'll miss you forever. Listen, I've got funding from Elmer's. You've got all the glue you need.
I had someone die on me.
Yep.
Ah, it's
That
John Wall.
That won't be resolved 2 seasons later.
That'll be resolved at the end of the series, I bet, actually.
Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. Who gives a shit?
That sounds... In series like this, actually, it's either a second season or it's an end of the series. It's one or the other.
Yeah, yeah.
Has to be. Has to be one or the other.
I don't remember it ever coming up again, actually. Thank you, Xenoporg.
Really?
That is awesome.
Do you watch this, Xenoborg?
He said he watched it in college, a couple seasons of it.
Oh, okay.
So this basically ended like the end of Spider-Man 2.
Someone got a little shaky on the jib there.
They did.
Someone needs better jib control.
Wow,
bones. Okay, that show.
Never,
you know what?
Don't ever watch that again.
You know what? That pilot might have been technically, on a technical level, it was better than the Wings pilot.
Oh, yeah, it was far better.
But I think I would rather watch the Wings pilot.
Yes, because that one's 22 minutes, and this one was 24 minutes.
But also, the Wings pilot made me laugh. Not in a good way, but I mean, this fucking show is straight up awful. Straight up awful. I would not give this a 7 out of 10, no.
I would give it a 4.
I'd give it a 3. I hated this show. I hated it.
So here's my thing. I don't like these types of shows at all. I fucking hate procedural dramas with a passion. But that show was way better than NCIS, way better than NCIS LA, way better than all the fucking Law and Order garbage shows.
Well, all those NCIS shows are
Horrible.
the same thing to me.
Horrible.
But it's not the quality. The problem with the quality of those shows is that this show doesn't make any sense. Those shows don't make sense, but also the characters aren't. I mean, these characters are kind of unlikable, but the characters in those shows are annoying. They're like straight up annoying.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
All right, so we're going to watch the next show. We're going to try to hurry through this last one. Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. He is most well known for his other TV show, Home Improvement, which you should probably not watch now because it does not age well at all.
No, it does not. Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Wait, what is this show?
We'll go. I'll be right back.
Last Man
I
Standing.
realized I couldn't hear a thing you were saying. Sorry, 1 second. What is this show?
So we're watching Last Man Standing. This is Tim Allen's TV show that is still on the air, and it's started in 2011.
I haven't seen Tim Allen since what was that show? Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Isn't
So
that right?
he was in Home Improvement, and he was in a bunch of movies. Had a weird film career. Was in a number of very successful movies and a number that did really bad. He's just had a really, really odd career. But yes, Boxhound, it is still on the air. It is going into its 4th season. It barely got another season from what I had read a few months ago.
Wow.
It does not do super well. They put it on Friday nights, which is basically like death sentence. Yeah, so this is a Friday night show. I think the way they look at it is like, hey, remember TGIF? Yeah. This is that kind of show. So the reason we picked this show is I said, I really want to watch a 90s style family comedy. And there weren't really any on there, but there was this, which is basically a 90s style family comedy. So we're going to watch it.
But it's in 2014.
Yeah, but it's new. Yeah. So this is
all right, let's
this
do
pilot's
it.
from 2011. So we'll get started.
Oh, is it that old? I thought it was like last year.
No, it's been on for a few seasons. As I was saying, the show has not done real well. ABC really thought this was a top 10 show. They thought this was going to be huge for them, and it hasn't been. They barely renewed it. They barely renewed it.
One thing you have to understand about ABC is they're terrible. Like not as in their shows are all terrible, because they are, but that's not what I'm saying. They don't know how TV works at all. They do not understand the business. And in the past few years, they're even worse. Like the past 5-10 years, they've just totally become irrelevant. So
I got 2 reviews I want to read before we get started. First of all, if your politics lean toward the left, you probably won't like this show.
Oh, great.
As a conservative, I absolutely love it and rejoice that there is such a show on the air. It's important television. Tim Allen, he didn't say that part. Tim Allen is wonderful with his pithy, expressive, and sometimes deadpan lines, and the supporting cast is quite good as well. And then I want to just do this other one. I'm not going to read the rest of that shitty one. This is in all caps. This show is outrageously funny. All the characters are terrific. This one is a keeper, hopefully for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So let me
275 out of 277 members found this review helpful.
That might tell you something about the target audience. Let me ask you something about the title of this show. I'm assuming by Last Man Standing, this is the last real man, right?
Yes.
That's the idea.
That's
he's
why they're
a
saying
real.
all the sexism stuff, yeah.
So it's Home Improvement. He's a real guy. But back then, that wasn't
weird.
That wasn't anything, yeah. But now, we live in a different time now.
But in this one, he has all women household though, so you can see that. Yeah. So, anyways,
okay. This sounds terrible. Let's do it.
I'm excited. All right. So on go, 3, 2, 1, go. We will get started. Are you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I possibly could be for this.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Battle of the Sexes. Ladies. What?
Oh, there's one boy.
Oh, but the boy's a little kid.
Tom girl.
Wow.
Why would he do that? What an asshole!
What an asshole! Let me get a shower, and then I'll ruin some more of my kids' artwork. Hey, you girls got anything you want to paste on the fridge so I can shoot at it?
Wait, this guy shoots for catalogs and he's a millionaire? Okay.
Yeah.
Look at his fucking house. I will say, this set's insane. Like, it is crazy. It's, like, so creative and nuts. Yeah. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, look at their veranda. They have, like, a porch with the fucking outdoor, like, indoor furniture that's outdoors.
Oh, he's talking about soccer.
Yeah.
So this show's according to Jim.
Yes. That's not... What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. This is barely a script here. This is seriously a first draft. I'm not joking.
I think they took that pilot that they wrote for Colin Cowherd that was on Deadspin, the ESPN guy, and they just redid the pilot. Because this is a lot like that pilot.
You're right. Now that one daughter is gone, the other daughter may arrive.
That is kind of funny.
Maybe this is like a weird comment. Oh, she has stopped crying.
Yeah.
It is. Done. Did it. It's a bad show.
You know what, though? He's right in this instant. Not about the show being dumb. He's right because who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not even the thing.
I love the name of that place. Outdoor Man.
Yeah. So that's not Bass Pro Shops at all, right?
Yeah.
That is a Bass Pro Shops.
Oh, so you have anger management issues.
Yep.
Man, this show's rough.
I told you. I've been telling you the whole time. This feels like a first draft. It feels
Outdoor man, indoor woman.
It feels like someone put in the script and no one else ever looked at it.
It's offensive too. It's kind of like the person's really mean. Maybe
yeah, he's like, I just want someone to be a man.
This is not the guy to be the head.
No.
He's always plays these uptight people.
Yep. What?
Oh, way to get on that. Way to get on the case in 2011. The catalogs are not where it's at.
We gotta do the website.
Whoever wrote that review talking about being conservative and loving this show is the biggest asshole I have never met. But I would hate them if I met them.
You know, I bet that they're not even that conservative. They're just fucking doing it so that they can sell a show.
They sold a show in LA. They're not that conservative.
I gotta say, California conservatives are the worst. They're the fucking worst.
Oh, yeah.
Reagan conservatives. It's like, oh, I'm rugged. It's like you live in fucking California. Done. No,
I want to take a second out from this show and let you put yourself into this situation, Mike. I want you to think about, in a board meeting, pitching this show, there was a woman on the board that went, oh, yeah, this has a demographic. There was a woman who said that. She went, oh, yeah.
Do you think there was a woman on the board?
Absolutely.
Do you think there was a woman on the board?
Every major network has a woman on the board.
Oh, I bet there's a couple that don't. I bet you there's one or two that don't have a woman on the board at all.
I think ABC does.
Yes.
You are right. I'm almost positive they do, actually.
They went. So, yes. That woman went. You're right. There's an audience for this. There's a demographic. Soulless, completely soul. This is the most insulting show to women I've ever fucking seen. It's horrible.
Gays. Or any man.
It's insulting to everyone. It's so insulting to humanity.
It's insulting to men too.
It is.
Very insulting.
Why does it hurt?
Oh boy. You guys ready for another drug conviction? Because I am. If it stops this show.
I think what's going to stop this show are really low ratings, and it almost did this past year. But they spent so much money on this fucking insane set, they probably are like, Jesus, well, we might as well get the most out of it. And seriously, what were they going to replace it with? Like, what piece of garbage were they going to put that, like, look at that guy.
Look at this fucking guy.
Dads.
I don't want to deal with two dads. They're gay. This is, oh my god.
Are you fucking shitting me?
We're building a mosque. This is so insulting.
This insults everyone.
Like,
dude,
I've always known Tim Allen as being fairly conservative, but he's not that conservative, is he?
No,
no.
He's acting it up.
This is, yeah, no fucking way, man.
Oh my god.
Man, maybe I would be conservative too if that was my daughter.
Wait, what? I still don't get it.
Oh my god. It's okay, dude.
Serious problems.
Can we go insult some more minorities in the next 11 minutes? Well, they got some. They could maybe insult Armenians. That'd be an interesting one.
We could
Maybe a
probably pull it
Kardashian
off.
joke.
We could probably pull it off.
Yeah, do a Kardashian joke. You got that. No problem.
Did he just shoot? He just shot a crossbow.
Minor OSHA problem. Not a big deal.
That is a felony. That would get you. What? So, end of the episode. Do you think this blonde kid is going to date his daughter? Do you think that's going to work?
That's what he's trying to do.
Well, I know, but do you think it's going to work? So that kid's going to become a cast member.
He's not very good, so I would hope that's not the case, but maybe.
Right, that's what I said. That kid kind of sucks.
Here's the other thing, though. Like, I love how he's like a millionaire, basically, and working at a fucking Bass Pro Shop, and his daughter is a waitress with not doing anything, has a kid. She's gonna have a hard life, probably. And then his solution is to set her up with a guy who works like in
at
a
the Bass Pro
retail job. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Bass Pro Shop, not even an assistant manager.
Seems like a good
idea.
idea. I like this idea. This shot is insane.
Someone boxed their audio really bad.
Yeah.
They're probably recording this. Look at this guy in the background on a bike.
Did you hear the bell Foley?
Yeah, the bell Foley. They probably recorded this on like a $3,000 Newman or Sheps microphone, and it sounds like it was recorded in a cardboard box. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is good. They would absolutely be more interested.
Everyone would remember you. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, unless it was a dirty play. Who cares?
You don't need to explain. Oh my god.
What
yes.
the?
Oh
so
my god.
Got this dynamic too. No wonder why he's an asshole.
The wife is also evil.
Yeah. Just don't be a parent.
No chance.
Just don't do anything. You'll just fuck it up. And all she does is drink wine all day. Every time I've seen her, she's drinking wine.
They want to know why you're eating 3 pounds of pomegranate seeds.
So these are my favorite. This is one of my favorite snacks besides chocolate. It's a lot better for me, so.
Well, you should drink wine all day like this woman.
And drink wine and tell your woman not to give lady advice. Or tell your man not to give lady advice.
Yeah, it does dull the pain a little.
No. I don't think you understand how
And when I'm not accidentally shooting it at my coworkers.
Let me tell you, if you put a video on the front page of your e-commerce website, you don't know what you're doing. That's the worst thing you could do.
I would buy from this guy.
And now he can't count to 10.
This is a scene from that movie he did, Joe Average, I think.
Joe somebody.
Joe somebody, that's it.
That's a bad movie.
Yep.
Look at that interface below. That is a great interface.
Yeah, it's a good thing they updated that website.
Yeah, I think they're using ASP 1.0.
He's not pretending.
No, they're not good if no one buys anything. So that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, exactly. Good joke. You know what? That's probably the best joke.
I like that dynamic.
That's
I do
probably
like that dynamic.
Those
on
two
the show.
characters should have the show, and they should just take Tim Allen out. I'd
And
rather
this
have
whole
them
household. This whole household.
All they
needs
need to
talk.
do is, with his rant, they just need to put a Hannity Fox News crawler on the bottom, and we'd be set. It'd be good.
How in the fucking shit does this have more than one season?
I don't know. It's pretty rough. But
It has to be better than this.
It was a big fucking
Harry
deal when
Potter
they did
joke.
this show. So
That is a Harry Potter joke.
Yeah, good point. Did he also tell you I'm about 7 years older than you?
This girl's actually a good actress, and it's sad because she's in this show.
Avatar is pretty old now. It's kind of weird thinking
Yeah.
about.
That kid's trying, but he just cannot pull it off. Someone needs a few more lessons.
You know what his acting level is? Dumb best friend in a Disney Channel show.
Yeah.
But he's too old for that role.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. Because this is a Disney
No,
Channel.
not really. He's not really. He's in that role.
Yeah.
They just couldn't do Disney Channel anymore, so they put him on ABC.
Were they having a dinner of bread? That's a man?
I don't know what that meant. What?
Aww.
What's happening?
What is happening?
She's thanking him for the date.
Thanks for the bones.
I would like to get to know you. Let's watch a movie in silence for a couple hours.
I know.
Hey, movies are a great first date.
No,
They are.
worst.
They're the worst.
They're the worst
They're
first
the
date.
worst.
The
I
worst
totally
first
disagree.
date.
They're super
What was our
awkward.
first date?
Our first date was going to the golf place.
We went mini golfing. You know why? Because you're actually talking to a person.
Someday I'm going to go senile and forget that shit. He's gonna be so pissed
I'll
at
tell you guys
me.
something.
He's gonna be so pissed.
When
at
was
me.
our first movie date?
Our first movie date was 3 dates.
Nope. Plus one.
4?
Our first movie date was 4 dates, and what did we do during our first movie date?
We drank a lot, talked, and fucked.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do during the movie date. No one goes to the movie date to talk. You can't do it. That's not a first date. That's not a first 3 dates. You can't
Fair
do
enough.
that.
And what movie was it?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay, and that's why How to Train Your Dragon is Kevin's favorite movie.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. No, actually, I
It's
saw
not
it
a
the
bad
one
movie,
time.
actually.
It wasn't that bad.
You had to
It wasn't
probably
that
see
bad.
it again, right?
I watched it again later. I liked it. I liked it.
That was...
It wasn't as good the second time.
Oh, no.
It's true. I felt bad for Toothless. Made me a little sad.
Oh.
You mean that you're not a piece of
Children
shit?
of Men was your movie date. It's like, based on the title, I thought it would get me laid, but it just didn't work. I
Oh,
don't
man.
What's a man's number one responsibility? Let's see what he says. Oh.
Oh.
Terrorizing boyfriends.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So I liked him for 30 seconds of that.
So this must be done. Oh, so this is the show dynamic now. That's the thing that goes through the whole season, is him making web videos for his internet website on BassProShops.com. See, this is the end of the pilot that they can go like, see, he's a man, but he still has a soft side. Freeze frame of that.
Not sure.
That show is both mentally, morally, and ethically insulting.
Very much to everyone. To
You know
men,
what?
to women, to everybody.
Yeah, that's actually true.
I can't give it a 1 because
No,
it's not a 1. It's not a 1.
It's not
But
a
it's-
1.
But
Horrible.
it's as hard to watch as a 1. It is like personally insulting to me that show fucking exists
Oh, maybe.
and has been renewed.
You know, yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't fucking
The
believe
production
it.
was good.
The production was good. You know, I'd give that show a 3.
In
It's
terms of
not a
quality,
good show. It's not a good show. It's terrible. It's offensive, but it's made fine. It's
made like every other show, which is exactly like
Yes.
that. It's what's that other one? Well, you said according to Jim, but there's also Still
It's worse than
Standing.
that
Show
show.
makes Home Improvement look like Monty Python.
Well, yes, Home Improvement's
Oh,
way
Home
better than
Improvement's
this
a
show.
way better show
Yeah,
than that.
it's a way better
It's
show.
Still Standing, just like that. Fucking Yes, Dear. Except the thing is,
Oh
that this
man, I
show,
forgot about Still Standing. Still Standing was awful.
they're all the same show, but
Holy
this show,
shit.
He's not eating the
the
food. He
difference
doesn't know
is
how to bite
the
the
difference is this
pomegranate.
show's insulting.
Just
to
bite
be-
it.
It's morally reprehensible.
And then you get the juice.
But I still think
Oh.
this is a better show than According to Jim or Still Standing, actually.
It's more entertaining than according to Jim. I'll say that.
But
But you know why? It's because one of them has Jim Belushi. That's the only
Oh, yeah.
reason.
But that show was terrible. I still would say that none of these shows were as bad as that show I watched, Mysteries of Laura. So you should watch that on Hulu if you really want to see a bad pilot, because oh my fucking god, it's insane. But yeah, that was our pilot run. All of them were bad. All of the pilots were bad.
Yeah.
They were.
Which
all,
was the best pilot?
I think I gave the same score to Wings and Bones.
Bones.
So
Bones?
I'd say Wings
Bones?
was the best, I guess, because it's a half hour.
Well, okay. Bones was, in my opinion, probably technically a better pilot.
Yes.
Wings, I would much rather watch that show after seeing the pilot. I go, this show sucks. This pilot was one of the worst pilots, but it set up the show. I don't have to listen to them spout dialogue about the past anymore because now I know. So then the show is just, it seems like a show where you could watch it and you'd be like, well, I don't have to pay any attention to this because this has
Oh, it totally is, yeah.
It's like so lame. But Bones, if you don't pay attention to that show, you won't know what's going on, and you do not want to pay attention to Bones.
No.
She used Elmer's glue to put together a skull. Like this is a show that they just did not use any logic whatsoever. It just completely jumps around.
I will say Last Man Standing was the worst, and I agree with Prang that in that they were all bad. They were all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. To give you an idea, though, pilots that are 1 for me are the Emerald pilot. That is a great one. The Rubik's Cube cartoon. Have you ever seen that? That's on
That's a
on
one.
YouTube. That's
That's a-
on YouTube.
That's a
Check
one
that
if I've
out.
ever seen one. I mean, that's like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite pilot you've ever seen?
Favorite pilot? I think the best pilot is probably Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
yeah,
Breaking Bad. I was
yeah,
going
it
to
is.
say that too. And
I don't think
Breaking
it's
Bad,
the
you know
I don't
what?
think it's the best show ever, but their pilot is fantastic.
Well, it's definitely one of the best
Well,
shows
yes,
ever.
it is.
It is.
But
I got these for free.
but I will
My
say
neighbor.
yes, I completely agree. That pilot was
Yeah.
one of maybe 5 to 10 pilots where I went, I'm pretty sure this show's going to be really good. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the show's going to end up being really good because it's actually a good pilot, and that's really, really rare. I mean, that almost never happens.
Stop.
So yeah.
Worst pilot probably Emerald.
I still never saw that pilot.
You need to see it, man. It's so good. It was. Oh man. Just
Let's
people.
find it on YouTube and we'll stream it.
Dude,
We'll do a
seriously,
mock
it's
flip.
people sitting around and Emerald really poorly going, I made this dish, and them going, this is really good.
We'll do an off week 40-minute episode of just the Emerald pilot. I will do it if you can find it online.
Actually, the Community pilot was pretty good, and I don't even really like Community that much. But anyways,
Community, yeah.
even though
that
Community
was
is
good,
way
too.
better than these shows. So, anyways, next week we're watching Rudy, which I'm excited
Yes.
about. Just in time for the NFL being so awesome this year and having such a great,
That makes
So
how many
good.
movies we've watched with people who work in a factory that has random sparks flying everywhere. We got Flashdance.
Yeah.
We've had, We got Dirty Dancing.
You had
That
that
had
one.
the sparks.
That
That's
Tough
really
Turf?
Rudy.
Didn't you see Tough
Tough Turf. We haven't done Tough. That's not on Netflix.
Hulk Hogan movie had it. It did.
Tough Turf.
It did. Hulk Hogan movie, No Holds Bar had it. So yeah.
Oh, No Holds Barred. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's.
Oh, there was that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that had those sparks. Was that?
Stolen.
Oh no, Running Man. Running Man has sparks everywhere.
Stolen had some sparks.
Man, there's
spots.
a lot of movies we've watched that
Yeah.
had random sparks in machine shops.
It's a very affordable set.
That's a weird stat to have, and also it's awesome. I gotta say,
Yeah,
I'm probably
so-
kind of happy I pointed that out.
So we're watching Rudy, and then the week after that, we're gonna start Halloween month.
You stop mooning people. Come on.
We're gonna be missing a couple days in Halloween month potentially. I don't think we will in October, but we may miss one. Actually, we'll see.
Well, we will miss the first. We'll miss the first weekend of November.
Yeah. So
The Halloween weekend we won't be. But what we'll do, we're gonna do.
Oh,
Ow!
it's painful.
It was. He bit my face because she held him uncomfortably and stuck him at my face.
Anyways.
Okay, so we're gonna do some horror movies, right?
Woo!
Yes. So a month of horror movies. I hate horror movies, so this.
So
is
it should be
great.
fun.
I love them.
It should be fun.
And we're not gonna do the Kingdom. I've decided because that is too good. We will watch that maybe another time. But we are going to pick 4 horror movies. And please send your requests. I've gotten no requests. Again, we're not going to do.
Someone
Purposely
asked me
Bad.
how to contact you, and I told them it's mockflix@gmail, right?
Yeah, mockflix@gmail.com, or you can do Twitter, but really just email me is probably the best. When a Stranger Calls, we could do that. Prince of Darkness, we could totally do that because that is technically a big budget or like major studio, but God, that is a bad.
Well, we're
movie.
definitely doing The Haunting. We know that.
Oh my fucking God.
We already talked about that.
No. Okay.
It's a 1. It's a 1.
It's
We
a
have
one.
to do
Wait,
it.
is
It's a-
that's the
and
haunting? That's the movie. Yes, yes,
So,
I need to be part of
By
that.
the
We're
way,
doing The Haunting.
this will be the only movie that I've rated 1 that I've seen 3 times or 4. It's the 3rd or 4th time. I'm so sad. I'm gonna be sad
It
the entire
is.
time.
We're doing it. We're doing it. 'Cause that movie.
Thinner
It's
does
funny.
count as a horror movie. We could do
Okay.
Thinner.
Let's point out one thing though about a 1. Let's think about a 1. There are very, very, very few movies
that can
that
make
I
it
would
to
call a 1
Yeah.
that have that. No. I'm just saying. I can't even think of more than maybe just The Haunting. I can't think of a lot of movies other than The Haunting and Movie 43 that are a one that have major stars in them, like more than one major, like A-list celebrities. The Haunting is literally, it is a one if I've ever seen a one in my life. And it has three A-list celebrities in it, and like a C-list celebrity. It's got major people.
It's well, okay, so I have one other movie that I've rated a one that has a very high budget, and that's The Flintstones.
Oh yeah, the Flintstones is really bad.
Okay, so those movies are so much higher in budget than any of the other ones.
It's hard to make a movie that bad with that high of a budget.
It's probably those two, and then third, not movie 43, Overboard. I hate Overboard.
Overboard's bad. That's not a one. It's a two.
I know.
It's a two.
It's
a two. It's bad though. All right, so let's wrap it up.
Okay,
I had fun with Pilot Week. Did you have fun with Pilot Week?
I did. I would love to watch more pilots.
Let's do it again. Maybe another couple months. We'll try to set up another pilot.
We'll try to do only mid-season replacement shows.
That could be great.
Oh yeah.
And if you're ever really sad about a pilot and you think that movies have lost all of their like gold or all of their charm, or just watch the Breaking Bad pilot and you'll get your faith right back.
I think TV's better than film in a lot of ways right now, so it's kind of like...
Right now it is. I agree.
At least on the major area, the mainstream. But anyways, thanks for joining and watching us watch Terrible Pilots, and we'll see you again next week on Mockflix.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.